Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
This is Midnight Resistance on the Atari ST, albeit running on my Kinhank Super Console X. So yeah, I'm going to do some Atari ST gameplays. Thanks for that, Ocean, and special effects. So, as I'm pretty sure you're all very much aware if you watch this channel, because I've played Midnight Resistance on pretty much everything. Spectrum, Commodore, Amiga, Mega Drive, Arcade, and all are fine and dandy ports. But this was released by Ocean and developed by Special Effects in 1990, and obviously Ocean released it on the Spectrum, Commodore, Amiga and Atari ST. Data East released it on the Mega Drive. Midnight Resistance was a game released by Data East in the arcades. I'll keep this quick because you've seen this video, if you've seen me play this game before on this channel, then you will know the score. Music's quite good. Obviously music on the ST takes a big dip from the Amiga, but I'm fine with it. My brother had an Atari ST before he had an Amiga. I'm fine with it because obviously the sound is the same as the Plus 3, and I was a fan of that. Anyway, released in the arcades in 1989 by Data East, and it's a 1 or 2 simultaneous player run and gun game where you can upgrade your weapons as such with limited platforming, and it's set in a dystopian future. That's pretty much it. Mega Drive version would be my favourite version, but obviously in the arcade it would have one of those twisty joysticks, swivel sticks if you will, that SNK was so fond of using. I am aware that this is Data East. So let's get into this. I genuinely have not played this before, so I'm very interested to see how this looks on the ST. Was the Amiga a port of this? I don't know. Haven't played it on the Amiga in about a year, so let's get into it. The music's really good actually for an ST. Not to say that the ST couldn't do good music. Anyway, fire. Right, so there we are. Hearts, lights, bottom right. Bottom left would be where you get your lollipops. I don't know what they are, that's what I call them, because they look like, you know, lollipops, but that's essentially money. Above that, I don't know what that is, and obviously to the right of that is my gun, because this is your standard gun and this has infinite fire. Now, up is jump. Because we do not have a swivel stick, I'm still going to call them that, controlling this is a bit weird. Left, then you go right, and he rotates. When you go left, he rotates up. When you go right, he rotates down. You can kind of hold it in position. Ooh, ooh. Is this flip screen scrolling? That's what it is on the Spectrum, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it wasn't flip screen scrolling. Thank God we haven't got time because I'm talking. There's no in-game music, I've just noticed that. Yeah, it wasn't flip screen scrolling on the Amiga. It was on the Spectrum. I don't like that. Now the problem with how this rotates, but obviously it has to come up with some manageable system to replicate the arcade it is you want to kind of be Johnny on the spot in shooting in both directions, because fortunately when he's firing diagonally down it still shoots the enemy, because it means you don't spin around, you know, straight away to shoot the bad guys behind you. Hey, look how it's like I got a jetpack. Don't understand why this is split screen. At least we know that that means that the Amiga version is not a port of the Atari ST version. Good to know. You're welcome. Oh shit! I was on me. Right, my lollipops. They give me I've lost a heart. So their lives above my lollipop. I don't know what they are. Their lives above my lollipops, and I have 3 hearts per life. That was on me because you got to duck. If you haven't got a duck, I would recommend it. The problem with split screen is it's similar to Pac-Land. Whether I've made that live or not, I don't know. Which it really means that you are leaping blindly into the next screen. It's a leap of faith, if you will, a la Last Crusade. And it makes it very, very difficult. But it looks alright. I would say it looks on par with the Amiga, it really does. It's quite washed out and dark, but so was the Amiga. But can you tell I'm putting this off? This is gonna hurt. Tank, I believe. Tank. obviously because of how it, you know, replicates, I should say, the rotational joystick from the arcade, awkward pauses, it means jumping and firing takes a bit of use. I'll take anything I can get. Ooh, apart from those bullets. Thinking that he's firing a lot, so am I talking a lot slower as well? A lot slower than he did on the Amiga. It would have been a good, you know, game to do a comparison of, I guess. I have done a comparison of it on the Spectrum versus Commodore 64. Spoilers, Spectrum version wins. Are you surprised it's me? Anyway, climbing up, there's a... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I knew there was a gunner or something. I like the fact that you can shoot him on the ladder. Now, this is a shop that the enemy kindly provides for us to upgrade our weapons with. How do you change them? I mean, you pick them up. Right, hang on. Knock, knock. This is my multi-usage key. Oh, hang on. Wait. Oh, it stays down flashes, but you've got to go into it. So you'll see the price at the bottom of the guns. £1. £2. Sorry. Look at that. I'm assuming that makes it amazing. Yeah, no, it's just a life. Well, I fucked that up, didn't I? With skin. I don't like that flip screenage. It doesn't ruin it, but I don't like it. Now, it's taken a massive graphical down, you know, grade in the graphical department. I walked into that one. But if you like this in the arcades, you probably would have been fine with it, because you can clearly tell that it is Midnight Resistance. The loading times on this are terrible, so I'm going to edit them all out. So if you're thinking, wow, this looks like a fun game, and look how quickly it loads. That's through the magic of my lies. Oof. No! Oh, this is going to end in tears, isn't it? Shit! These mortar guys are a fucking pain in the ass. Not as much as a pain as he's going to be, though. Right, you can basically trigger where you want his bullets to be. Holy shit! I'm a ninja! But this whole rotating, or simulating, I thought that was a fucking lollipop. Simulating, rotating, you know, action from the arcade means you can't simply just lay down the hammer and blow the shit out of him, you know, as quickly as you would like. It's a small price to pay, though, isn't it? Because unless they dumbed it down so it just plays like Contra, I don't know. Do you know? And where's the this fella came from? Right. Shit! I don't know what that was. Also, keep down pressed when you're trying to crawl, because if you don't, you stand up, and as you crawl and hammer fire, it's, yeah. Knock knock! That's my multi-purpose ski again. So yeah, this is alright, graphically it's fine. You know, I think it looks pretty much the same as the Amiga without playing them side by side. I honestly couldn't tell you. But it does to me. And yeah, it's just that scrolling. Acceptable though, I guess. I mean, obviously the ATARI ST could do scrolling. And they ported enough bloody games from the ST to the Amiga that had Jim Dandy scrolling. Shit. That's because the number of bad guys, not that this game is. So yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. Lazy program. Maybe this is a lazy port from the Amiga and that's how they did it. Someone obviously knows, so by all means correct me. Pets win prizes. Need some answers. Oh no, wait. I worked out what's coming now. Oh, that works. I get scared about when I'm going to jump. Again. Oh, you only jump if you press directly up. So if I move for... Wait. No! Well, I may as well kill him. I don't know. It's weird when you've got enemies all around you like that because of the way you trigger jump. Shit! Right, that's a razor blade behind me, or buzzer, I would guess. Oh! It's fucking breakout. No! Run, Forest! Am I finding this easier than the Amiga version? I don't know. Is it possibly slightly a little bit slower? I don't. Oh no, this just answered that question. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I could get underneath him. Yeah. No. Can I shoot their missiles? I don't know. Firing down diagonally is very difficult. No, no, go away. He doesn't shoot me there. I got an idea. Oh, well that didn't work out very well. I'm being crouched. Shit! Use your invulnerability as a shield. Because, you know, that's what it is. Right, get down. Do you like my tactic? Oh, that's slow down. It's going to make this take forever, isn't it? Oh, budget haircut. There we go. No! That's the problem. If I could just stay aiming up diagonally like that, then this bastard's toast. But this is fucking awkward. Come on. Did you think this one through, game? Did you really? Obviously it supports the arcade, so this box is in the arcade, but it wouldn't play as awkwardly as this because you've got the rotating stick, the swivel stick, if you will. Knock, knock. I would have been fine with this. Again, it doesn't ruin it, the flip screen scrolling. But it is detrimental to it compared to the Amiga version. Oh, okay. Right, let's have one more go. Right, so it takes you straight back to the start. That's as close as we get to a title screen. Well, an in-game title screen, you know what I mean. Stay on the Jeep. And then just... Well, no, don't, because we want these. It's a nice touch. I do remember thinking it was cool. I never played it in the arcade back in the day. Before I played it on the Mega Drive, which I didn't play till I was an adult, I do remember playing it around my mate's house, Lee Helen. Lee, if you're watching this, mate's a very loose descriptive term. We rode from my parents' house in Felton to Stanton Drew. This is before mobile phones. That's like fucking what, 9 miles or something? 18-mile round trip to play a game of football. And then we went round his house because he had an Amiga. And then after we went round his house, you know, we rode back after playing a game of football. Because, you know, kids weren't pussies back then. And it's funny because he was, yeah. He used to tell us stories that if there was a nuclear war, his dad was the person who operated the lift that took the Queen into the bunker. We ripped the living piss out of him for that one. Yeah, I mean, like, we played a bunch of Amiga games that day, but I got to tell you some of the stories. Also, his dad was so strong and mighty, he once picked a cat up by the tail that angered him for some reason and threw it over his house. Spoilers, his house wasn't a bungalow. Obviously he didn't. Oh, good times. Yeah, we had fun playing his Amiga, but he was a massive cockwomble. And he couldn't handle the fact that I had a Mega Drive. I'm sure I've told you this before. I got my Mega Drive like a year at least before it came out in the UK. Possibly more than that, can't remember. And his mate, because he was in my form, his mate came in the day we got back from Christmas, and I was sat there talking to my mates about, you know, the games I played at Christmas, and he came running up to me and he said, Matt's got an Amiga. Yeah. Which still wasn't as good as my Mega Drive when it came playing games, and I'm like, so let me get this right. You haven't got an Amiga, Matt's got an Amiga. So you've shown off Matt's Amiga as better than the Mega Drive. Basically, you're living vicariously through Matt's Amiga. And we used to have, because you were kids, that's what you did, wasn't it? Had massive arguments about which was the best machine, and he just couldn't accept it. I mean, back then I was like, yeah, you got a computer, that's great. It's so much better than the Mega Drive at computer stuff. I get that it can do computer stuff. But you don't do computer stuff on it, you only play games on it. And when it comes to playing games... Is this just start speeding up? This is going too fast now. Yeah, because you only play games on it. Sorry, my system's better at games than yours. Ooh, that's going to leave a mark. Why has it done that? It's an emulation thing. Balls! This gun's not very good, is it? It cost me a lot of money. Thank you. They all remind me of Cobra Commander. I just thought I'd let you know that. But yeah, you know, Playground Wars as kids, that was fun. We liked it. Shit! But yeah, you can see my house from here. This new speed thing, I'm not adapting. I'm not adapting. Oh. Knock knock. So anyway, let's round up. Yeah, the Amiga version's better. Not massively. Not massively. Obviously it's audibly better. But, and it has proper scrolling. But, you can tell they're the same game. And like I said, is one a port of the other? I'm assuming this is a port of that, if the scrolling is like this. But anyways, I'd love to know what you think. I'm going to try and play a bunch more Atari ST games. It's a bit hit or miss with what actually runs on this box, so I'm not sure why they put ST games in here when it won't let you plug in a mouse, and clearly a load of them means you do actually have a mouse. Anyway, Midnight Resistance, the Atari ST. I like it. I really, really do. Amiga's better, but I wouldn't say there's that much in it. Anyways, always I love to know what you think, especially if we played this back in the day. And thank you. And did your dad throw a cat over a house? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.